cycles. Now, I think that one of the biggest questions to ask when we're experiencing period problems as women is to ask the question, why? Why is it happening in the first place? You see, much of the medical model right now is currently set up to just quickly remove things. So, quickly remove any symptoms that you might be feeling. Because if you can't see or feel it, the problem is gone, right? No, this is an old way to be looking at our health, and especially when it comes to our hormonal health. And it doesn't serve women well at all. Much of what women are experiencing are because of hormonal imbalances. These hormonal imbalances are between two of the main hormones that women have. So, imbalance between estrogen and progesterone. And the thing is, these two hormones are in a delicate dance with each other. And the two most common imbalances that women can have, in my professional experience, is an excess of estrogen or a low amount of progesterone. You can either have either or sometimes you can have both. Now, I'm sure many of you have probably have known something like this, like you knew that you had a hormonal imbalance, but you really didn't have the words to label it. But you definitely felt it because you were experiencing things a week or two before your period. Now, it's important to understand that these hormonal imbalances, yes, they are contributing to your PMS and your period problems, but we actually have to dig deeper. We have to dig deeper to really get to the root of things. And knowing that you have a hormonal imbalance actually isn't enough. So, again, I'm going to ask the question why? Why are women experiencing these hormonal imbalances that are causing things like PMS? The real reason PMS, cysts, fibroids, period pain, the real reason all of this hormonal stuff is happening is because of inflammation. So, inflammation is at the root of it all. Because what happens is inflammation causes hormonal imbalances, and then those hormonal imbalances go off to cause things like PMS, period pain, cysts, and fibroids. So, if we want to get to the root of it all, we have to address inflammation. Now, the word inflammation may sound a little mysterious. You might be thinking inflammation as, let's say, you sprain your ankle and it swells up, or maybe you cut your finger and it feels sore. You might be thinking that that's what inflammation is. Well, that is true. Inflammation is a lot more than this. So let me do a little bit of an exercise to help you understand this better. So type yes in the chat if you've ever felt any of these symptoms before. You feel bloated. You're craving everything under the sun like sweet and salty. You're grumpy. You snap at your loved ones. You're tired all the time. That's a big one. You have cramps, or maybe you've had acne. So some people are saying yes, yes to all, definitely. So all of these symptoms, these are actually signs of being inflamed. So this is all inflammation, ladies. And the concept of inflammation being at the root of hormone and period problems was a huge aha moment for me. Because when I started to actively lower inflammation on myself, my cramps got less and less, and then I didn't even need to take ibuprofen or any pain medication anymore. And this was mind blowing to me because I used to have to take painkillers from the age of 13 all the way to 26. So that's 13 years of agony of taking things and being in pain. And I was able to figure it out. And I was so grateful. And that's why a big part of my hormone strategy is to lower inflammation. So, different medications like painkillers, a birth control pill, or let's say an IUD, they all offer what I call band aid solutions. So, what they do is they literally turn off hormones and pain receptors to make you think that it quote unquote fixes the problem, but it really doesn't. All it does is it shuts off the symptoms. It doesn't get to the root and it doesn't get to why it's happening. So that's why if you're not correcting inflammation, then things like the PMS, the fibroids, again, all the stuff that we are saying that we're experiencing, if you're not getting to the root of inflammation, your hormones are going to stay imbalanced. And if you take medications like the painkillers and birth control pill, if you stop taking them, a lot of these symptoms are just going to come back because they didn't get to the root. So if you're not actively trying to lower inflammation, you're going to have those unfavorable cycles. Now, I'm going to touch more on what actually causes inflammation a little later on, but I want you to understand when inflammation is low, hormones are happy. And then when hormones are happy, you're having the monthly cycles where they kind of just show up and you didn't even realize that you were going to get your period because you don't have the PMS. You have added bonuses of better energy, better metabolism, a better sex drive, no pain. So let me know in the chat. Type yes if you're looking to get to the root cause of your hormone troubles.